Last week, Duncan spoke about struggling with maintaining boundaries or being able to say no to people. And for Duncan and for many people who I know, there's usually a reason why saying no seems difficult. You might think that the person won't like you and they'll go away. Or if your value is based in giving, and if you don't give, there's going to be something wrong with you and they're not going to give you the validation that you need. So these are some of the reasons why people don't say no to something even though they're not 100% on board with saying yes. So the distinction that I have around that is if there is like one piece that you don't feel quite okay with in the interaction, in the asking, in the needs that are being presented, and you're being called to show up or give or do something in relationship to another person or a group of people. And you can see this subtly with family members, and it gets a little bit clearer when you look at coworkers maybe and your romantic partner. So I practice saying no mostly because I see my energy as kind of a limited resource, and limited in the sense that I only want to give and receive energy that feels really good for me. And so what that means is if someone asks me something, it takes me a little while. But even if it's like, so what movie do you want to go see tonight? It takes me a little while to check in and like feel the one that's the most aligned, where I'm like the most 100% yes. The movie example isn't that great. Say it's like a bigger commitment. Say it's a decision around getting into a relationship with someone. If I'm not 100% yes, and I'm like 99.9% yes, but there's a particle of a no, it would serve me more to say no because I'm conserving and taking care of myself that needs to be a full yes. And that seems like a radical idea, and I think it's radical for most of my decision making. But I just have this sense that it's actually more like radical self-care. Duncan said that this is a way to protect his needs. And so it doesn't have to be, I need something from you, but it's sort of like what feels really, really true for me, what feels really alive, what can I do to really serve and take care of myself? And even if it's, hey, I need you to come pick me up at the airport, it could be like, you know what, I really want to, and the time that you want me to pick you up at the airport is really inconvenient for me. Do you mind waiting for half an hour and I can pick you up at this later time? Or can you call a cab and get to this place and I'll pick you up there at a later time? So it's not a hard no, and we'll talk about this at a later point in time, especially if you're gonna come to our next San Francisco Connections night, which is around preventing overwhelm with boundaries. So when it's not a clear yes, and there's like a little bit of a no in it, how can you renegotiate so that it's not like, no, I don't want to do that? Because in a way that does break rapport, it does break relationships. We're still maintaining connection. We're still figuring out a way to serve each other and to maintain and love up the relationship. I'm really excited for this upcoming one. Duncan will be leading for the first time in the series. And as a sneak preview, I will also be doing a little intersubjective meditation this night. Don't miss it. Come and learn how to say your no's so that you're wildly okay with being a yes to yourself. And I'll see you soon.